Hello everyone, it's Dr. Connor.
And Dr. Victoria with Tree of Life Chiropractic.
And we're here to give you the 6th video in our stress series, all about the reproductive system. Don't forget that if you enjoyed these videos, you either comment below, tell us what you like, or even just share with your friends or give us a like.
Yeah, that would really help us out, guys. Thank you. So let's get started into this. While we were researching the reproductive system and stress for this video, what we came across was a study out of Boston IVF that said 1 in 8 couples either are struggling to conceive or struggling to sustain that pregnancy. And that really stuck out to me when we were going through things because, one, it can be really stressful when you're being told that you have, infertility or all these other things, which then makes it even more hard for you to, get pregnant and stay pregnant because it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. One, stress can cause you to become infertile, either male or female stress. It doesn't matter. If you're both stressed, it's obviously way harder. And then it can go the opposite way too, is when you're being told like you can't conceive because of other things going on, that in tune makes you more stressful as well, more stressed out as well. So it definitely goes both ways and it can impact things both ways.
Yep, so understanding the science behind that a little bit more, I did get to make another diagram. It is very similar to the one that you saw in the stress and nervous system video, but it kind of ties back into that. So when we have stress, it's going to activate the HPA axis. So it's going to stimulate the hypothalamus, which is then going to tell the pituitary gland to send signals to the adrenals to create cortisol. So cortisol is overall one of the biggest hormones that we've been talking about because it is tied into the stress hormone, or one of the biggest stress hormones. But what it does is it actually inhibits the main sex hormone as well, that being the gonadotropin releasing hormone, or GnRH. It's a mouthful, so we're just going to go with cortisol. But this affects both the male and females, and how it does that is it actually stimulates when GnRH is decreased. It will decrease all of the other hormones that are very important in both male and female reproductive systems. So LH, FSH, testosterone, and estrogen will all start to decrease because GnRH has actually been inhibited by cortisol.
Yep. So it's really important to remember that stress is really all encompassing, right? So like we're breaking down how stress impacts each one of these systems in our body, but it's really affecting everything in your body at the same time. We're just taking little snapshots of how it's affecting each of those systems so that you guys can really start to break down this information and understand what's happening. Not only is stress going to affect things like difficulty conceiving and sustaining a pregnancy, but it's also going to affect things that happen in your postpartum period as well. Bonding with your child, things like that are also going to be impacted when you're stressed out. And before any of the stuff even happens in regards to getting pregnant or having a baby, all those things, it can also affect like young women and young men. I mean, when they're just hitting puberty, if things aren't working right because they're stressed out because of all the other things that kids are being exposed to from an early age, then it's going to impact things like PMS. Their symptoms are going to be more severe. They're going to have more pain. They might not have regular cycles. All these things are impacted by stress. And then if you want to talk more about what can happen to the male side of things.
Yeah, on the male side, overall, the sex drive can start to decrease as well. It creates erectile dysfunction, and really starts to impact sperm production and motility. Those are the biggest ones. When you have decreases in the LH, FSH, testosterone, that's all really going to impact the system overall, specifically sperm production and motility. A big thing for development of just human life in general, the neural tube and brain are the first things that do develop in pregnancy. And when you have stress and you have that cortisol level up there, it starts to actually pre-wire the brain for more of a stress response. So this is where we start to even see big changes such as ADHD, autism, anxiety, all of these things in the kids are being transitioned majority of the time from some type of stress that's happened even during pregnancy, moving through the cycle, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why we love the technology that we use in our office, the scans that measure and test your nervous system's ability to respond to stress. It also shows us how your body's adapting to stress. So if you're someone that's either struggling to conceive or having difficulty in that aspect of things, or if you're just a young girl and you're having a painful period or irregular cycle, things like that, we can help you out by assessing the stress that's in your nervous system and then figure out where to go from there in terms of what we can do with our adjustments to specifically meet the needs of what your nervous system is looking for and give you the right input and the right information.
Yeah. So on our next video, we are going to be going through both the cardiovascular system and the respiratory system. We're going to put them together.
2 for 1.
Yep.
Mainly because your heart and lungs work together, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. So we hope to see you there. And again, don't forget to either write a comment down below, like or share. We can't wait to show you that next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.